Today, I'm going to be sharing with you how in just 99 days, we grew a print-on-demand brand completely from scratch to $226,000 in sales. In fact, I'm even going to share with you the exact ads and products we've been selling, how we've been doing our marketing, and at the end of the video, I'm going to break down exactly how much money we take home at the end of the day. This is part of a 7-figure challenge where I'm trying to go from zero to $1 million in sales in under 12 months while documenting and sharing everything so that you, the viewers, can apply all of our lessons learned and follow along as a blueprint for building your own brand. Now let's jump into the numbers. So in our first month when we launched the store, we did just under $32,000 in sales. This was a store that had nothing but t-shirts, about 50 to 75-ish designs. We were just driving Facebook ads to our Shopify store. I just posted a 2-hour-long Facebook ad tutorial that you can check out at the end of this video to see exactly how we're driving the traffic. In August, we slowly added more products to our collection and incrementally increased our ad spend about 10% every couple of days, and that got us to just under $54,000 for the month. In September, we crossed a pretty big milestone, doing $100,000 in sales in under a month. Then this past week, October 2nd through the 8th, we did $34,603.01, which is up 5% from the previous week. So all in all, we did $226,000 in sales. But like we always do in these videos, let's take a look at the important numbers. So our average order value has been $44.75. Conversion rate has been 2.32, which is honestly low, working to get that up. We've had a total of 4,500 orders, and our average time to fulfill is about 2 days. And we're fulfilling all these products by using Printify, meaning that as somebody places an order on our website, it is then printed, packed, and shipped from Printify Fulfillment Center, so we never have to touch it or do any of the basically the hard work. About 10% of our customers had already purchased from us in the past, which is mostly coming from our email list. And the vast majority of our traffic is still coming from Facebook and Instagram. But obviously this is far from all profit, as we've had some pretty substantial costs for these months. So for the month of July, we spent just under $11,000 on our Facebook ads at a ROAS of 2.19. And in August, our spend increased pretty substantially to $20,329 at a ROAS of 2.18. And in September, the month that we broke the $100,000 mark, we increased our spend to $28,899.19. But this was at a ROAS of 2.84. And the main driver behind this massive leap in our ROAS was just that we have been testing a lot of different designs in our ads, and we were able to find a winner that once you find one of those winners, your ads just exponentially scale overnight. So pretty much I was just following the structure that's laid out in the Facebook ad training. It's fairly straightforward, and just by testing and iterating and always having new ads in my bullpen or in my testing campaign, I was eventually able to find an ad that far outperformed anything else. And here's an example of what one of the ads looks like. But as you can see, they're fairly simple, and it's just a matter of having good products to put in front of the right audience and then having an optimized website so that people actually convert once they click. And then this past week, October 2nd to the 8th, we spent $9,351 at a ROAS of just over a 3. So while this is fun, in the meantime, we are working hard in the background to make sure we have new winning products, new winning ads to take the place of this one once it dies off. We've seen the sales, we've seen the ads. Now let's see what goes into the product side of things. And what have we been doing in the background that's been growing our collection and ultimately boosting our sales over the past 99 days. And I get this question a lot to reveal the store, but obviously if it was a store that I'm currently running that I share, it would just be ripped off immediately overnight. That's why I'm able to show one of the stores that I built and sold a couple of years ago that I'm using literally the exact same methods for. And I sold this store called Yoga Stay to a company called Open Store. You can look it up. It's well documented. Done interviews and stuff with them, but basically this is what the store looks like. It's a very simple Shopify theme with our print-on-demand products in a specific niche. Now, I'm not doing the yoga niche for this current store, but we pick a niche that's popular and passes something called the bumper sticker test. Basically, if it's a topic that we've seen people have bumper stickers for, then it's probably something that people would wear apparel for. Pretty simple concept. And as simple as this site looks, using Wayback Machine, I'm able to show you what it actually looked like back when we first launched in the very beginning. And this is much closer to what our current site looks like. Wayback Machine, it's not pulling in all the pictures, but you get the idea of it's the most basic theme possible. And we had 2 pages of these designs. So we had 45 designs, very basic Shopify theme. But the key is that our mock-ups looked really good. They were pretty cool designs. And it was within a specific niche. We weren't just doing a catch-all store with every interest under the sun. We picked something very specific and just come up with the best possible designs for that niche. And then we drive traffic from one specific source. In our case, it's Facebook ads direct to these collection pages. And if at first it doesn't work, we just create new products and load them into the ads and keep iterating until we find something that works. And the difference that I think sets us apart over these past 99 days compared to when other people start their stores is if something doesn't work, they pivot and try something different, like right away. Like if Facebook ads doesn't work, then they try to learn TikTok. And if TikTok doesn't work, then they start posting on Instagram. And then when Instagram doesn't work, then they get flustered and then they try a different product. And they repeat this cycle. And the difference with us is that we know, partially from experience, I know that apparel works. I know that shirts work. I know that picking a specific niche works well. And I know Facebook ads work. So those areas work. It's just a matter of rinsing and repeating the formula until you get it to work for you. And you're able to do that with an extremely low budget. And while we launch these stores with about 50 to 75 designs, obviously the fastest way to grow these is by adding more designs and building out new collections that people like. And in the past, we weren't that organized about it. We would basically just generate designs and just throw them up on the store. Now we've gotten much more strategic. And what in front of you is the spreadsheet that I use for keeping track of all of our designs and where they are in our workflow of putting them on the mockups, uploading them to Printify, that we apply our product tags, like basically everything in the process. We have this massive spreadsheet for. Let me know in the comments if you want me to do a training on how to set up a spreadsheet like this. I can make a template out of it so it's a lot easier for you guys. And within this spreadsheet, I'll scroll down to give you an idea of the number of designs that we are currently working on. We are down to just over 500 designs. Now, a lot of people will see that and like freak out and think, oh my God, I can never manage 500 designs. That's a lot. Clearly it's making that many sales. Know this, that the vast majority of sales are coming from 5, maybe 10% of the overall designs. Like the distribution is crazily skewed towards the top 5% of designs. So it does not really take this many designs. It just takes finding the right one. And when we launched the store, we had 50 to 75. Now we have 500-ish done, but probably only about 100 of these are ever actually seeing the light of day because we haven't put them into collections. We haven't started doing marketing for them. So effectively our real collection is like 100 designs that are actually seeing the light of day. We have more on the site, sure, but we have just over 500 finished. But again, I would say 80% of our revenue is coming from 5, maybe 10 of our designs. So for the past 99 days, July 1st, October 8th, we've sold 7,900 products, t-shirts, and this is the distribution of the number of shirts that we've sold for each design. So you can see our top seller is 2,000 of the overall 7,900. Then 685, 378, 356, 346, and then it drops off substantially. So out of those 500 designs, we're able to count for 50% of sales within the top 7 or 8 products. Just to give you an idea of the distribution of where the sales are coming from, it's disproportionately skewed towards the top sellers. Bottom line, it does not require that many designs in order to scale one of these stores. You don't need 500. Now let's take a look at our P&L and see exactly how much we've taken home from July through September. So we had a total sales amount of $184,498.14. This P&L here doesn't include that first week of October, just FYI. Had $2,760 in Printify 5% rebate. We've made $2,722 from our 2% cashback. So that is all of our income for those months, $189,980. We had $8,761 in discounts and $1,296 in returns. Our Facebook ad spend was $60,215.52. Our Printify invoice amount was $80,866.79. Google ad spend was $904. Our PayPal fees, like transaction fees, were $2,260.60. Our Shopify fees were $4,546.98. Our Amazon transaction fees were $163.89, giving us a total cost of $148,957.78. And our overhead expenses like software and employees was $10,515.93, gives us a total net profit for those 3 months of $30,507.18. This is at an overall ROAS of just over 3 and a cost of goods percentage of $43.52. And our refund rate was 0.7% of total revenue, and our average order value was just over $50. So not bad overall, about $10,000 per month in net profit. The good news is that this is obviously skewing up as time goes on, as our sales are increasing. A couple of keys for us are, number one, to make sure that we keep our overhead expenses as low as possible and only add softwares that are revenue driving, as well as making sure that we continue to prioritize keeping our ROAS high by testing new ad creatives and watching all of our Printify invoices and the amount of discounts that we're giving out to make sure that we keep our cost of goods as low as possible. If we keep doing all of that, as well, along with increasing our ad spend consistently and in a measured way, should be able to continue to see the 10 to 15% month over month growth that we're shooting for. So let me know in the comment section down below if you have any questions about any of these metrics or KPIs or how we're planning to grow the business. And be sure to stay tuned for next month. Obviously, October has already passed at the time of filming this, and I can say that our sales jump up dramatically, and it was pretty awesome to see. A lot of really good insights and strategies for you guys to take away from those videos as well. Let me know in the comment section down below how I can help you and what content I should cover in future episodes. I'll see you next time.